Okay, I'm back, collective. I just received a quick shoot. I'm being led by Archangel Michael today, so I got to get a lot of shit done. So I received this download, this energetic download from Archangel Michael and my ancestors around 12:24. I broke that down to a 9, broke it down again to a 3. So this is divinely orchestrated for new beginnings and abundance, closing out cycles and balance is being restored. Break that down to a 2. So again, that's passion, perseverance, and new beginnings are being, things are being set. It's not yet set in stone, but 44, you can manifest your new beginnings for new innovative ideas of such and creativity collective. Please excuse the truck that is slow creeping during this early afternoon. It's a lot of distractions. Somebody might own a truck. Could be a Ford, a Dodge, black, that's been circling around here. Okay, this is somebody that drives that type of truck. That's what I'm picking up. But there is a masculine energy likes to go to Wingstop or a bar slash food place that he gets his wings from on Tuesdays, specifically barbecue Hawaiian wings or honey barbecue wings. Okay, I wanted to say rings. So this masculine is married. This is a personal celebration of a thought of a feminine energy. This masculine is reminiscing about either was once together and this was one of his favorite dishes that she cooked for this masculine. She was the only one that cooked for this masculine that made this masculine taste buds go ham. So he really liked her cooking. He loved her cooking, but he never spoke this to this film. Uh, this is a subconscious thought memory that he holds to himself as a heartfelt memory, and the energy is Scorpio. My ancestors, while I was getting this download, they had basically told me this masculine because at that time my memory was being tampered with by my family members. They were trying to block me from figuring out them aiding and abetting and him actually participating in this betrayal towards me. I didn't know that he was a part of it, and there was crooked cops that was also involved that played a part in this. And I remember specifically the false accusations that was placed upon me about me harboring a fugitive in my house, and he had a gun and my daughter was playing with it. My husband's cousin Melody was at my was she just popped up from out of nowhere and was acting like she couldn't breathe, like she was having an asthma attack. 323, as I said that. She's a karmic, but she was there to try to block my abundance and also block my subconscious thoughts and whatnot. It didn't work. She was annoying anyway, but she actually was working in cahoots with my father and my mother and my husband to steal my children away from me by involving DHS and acting like she didn't know what was going on, and they was acting like they didn't know what was going on. But my dad actually had set it up, and my mom was in agreement with my father creating this confusion 403, as I said that, for money. Okay, and this was them paying off to do this type of work to shift the mindsets of people, to have them thinking that I was like mentally unstable, and it was just to keep me from having what was owed to me. But like I said, my ancestors, they flowing with me right now, and I'm being subject to it, and I'm getting it all out. So my ancestors told me that this masculine is someone of my past that I seen years later on the bus, a G bus. It's in Southwest Philadelphia. Going to the doctors. I was going to the doctors, and it was not for a sexually transmitted disease. I was not pregnant. I went to the doctors because I was going to a weight loss program, doctor's office in South Philly, Dr. Fisher. I was going there for weight loss. All right. And he had poor breath hygiene, and he looked overweight and underkept, like he was stressed, overly stressed, and he looked older than his age. And the name that my ancestors had gave me was Terrell. This was a masculine that I had met online back in 2010 that my cousin had told me about. When I mean cousin is Ashley Borns. We had stayed in her apartment in Germantown. It was a studio apartment that she was with, and we all spent the night in her studio apartment at that time. And I remember me talking to him, and he was like kind of secluded, isolated, like inwardly. Okay, but it was all for money that she had said something to him about she was going to make sure or whatever, but they had sex while I was asleep on the floor with the kids. I had took a pill to help me sleep because I was dealing with issues a lot. I was stressed out, collective, like I was saying before. And I remember me smoking with him. I had smoked weed and we was exchanging conversation. I didn't think nothing of it, and that is confirmation that is the truth as well. And I remember me opening up, being vulnerable to Terrell. You know, I wanted to help him. I didn't even care if we didn't really have a relationship or not. Just by me having common sense of me knowing that he was already a promiscuous person, especially if he was dealing with my cousin Ashley. Like, that's all she was around, was people that did drama. But anyway, it was hidden. It was an infidelity in that connection. But at the same time, my husband wasn't staying with me. He was doing his own thing, and I was doing my own thing. And at that time, I had felt boss and bad because I had filed for child support, and I was in the midst of me filing for a divorce. So I felt as though that I had means and room to act the way that I was acting due to me taking the steps to get rid of one person. Still was wrong. I just want to say to Terrell, I have moved on from you, not out of anger or bitterness. You're not a good investment for me. All right, we are not on equal planes. And you also used me for your own deeds, just to betray me with your baby mom that gave you chlamydia. I remember when you told me that you wasn't having sex because you was stressed out and somebody had gave you an STD. You lied and all this other stuff, but I already knew that you was lying. uh Anyway, I knew why we wasn't having sex. We wasn't a couple. I stopped trying the day you had came back to the apartment and shut down on me and stopped yourself from move on with your life. Continue to heal, work on being a better you, because you are in the past and I am not picking up anybody from the past, Terrell. So if you are just now, years later in 2021, thinking about recapping on food that I cooked for you, and you want to come back and for an apology, that I'm fine. We can definitely apologize, but you don't have to explain to me about your part. If you want to, you can, but I'm already healed from you, and I'm not interested in being friends or lovers with you. You're not what I'm looking for, and you're not a good investment for me, and we are not spiritually inclined. And that is what I'm manifesting in my life. I would like, and I'm going to receive a duplicate of myself, but somewhat of their own character. And, I'm not into chasing masculines anymore. I'm not codependent, and I'm spiritually inclined, and I'm closing out cycles of people who were very indecisive about any decisions that they had going on in their life, and just working maliciousness, and just trying to, by any means, just using materialistic things to regain and get over on people, and not really have direction in their life. 944, as I said that. So I'm after my new beginnings, and I'm going to continue moving forward. But I release you with love and light, and I pray that you actually do what you are supposed to do as a person to elevate 1010, as I said that, and recapture abundance within your life and do what is right and follow the right path that you need to go, because the divine is 1010 again. Hello. God is really talking to me right now. I am on the road of abundance and new beginnings, and I'm not picking up people from the past, and I'm closing out cycles, and I'm being led to manifest my life. And I will not give out any vital information on how I manifest, because it's none of your business. Just know that that energy that I withhold, that God gives me permission to give out to the collective, that is what you are going to use. And you take that connection that you have with the divine to lead you in your manifestations and your creativities, in order for you to authentically regain your own thumbprint spiritually with the divine. And no one can actually tell you how you have your relationship and your connection with him. 1055, as I said that again, that's 1010. There is a completion to endings and new beginnings to your path, and you're on the right direction. And collective, please use this information as wisdom and understanding that the divine is giving for spiritual elevation and growth in order for you to heal properly. I'm going to keep repeating that because that is for me to do. I want to heal, elevate, motivate, improve, and rebuild. Starting with self, 1122, as I said that. So balance is going to be restored within my collective, and I believe, and I will receive, and I proclaim it, and I'm not going to explain anything else to anybody other than I love you, I love myself, and I love the collective. I love God, and lead with love and release with light. Have a good day.